तू धरा हिला गगन गूंजा, नदी बहा पवन चला, विजय तेरी ज्योति सी जल जला। भुजा भुजा फड़क फड़क, रक्त में धड़क धड़क, धनुष उठा प्रहार कर, तू सबसे पहला वार कर। अग्नि सी धधक धधक, हिरन सी सजक सजक, सिंह सी दहाड़ कर, शंख सी पुकार कर। रुके न तू, थके न तू, झुके न तू, थमे न तू, सदा चले थके न तू, रुके न तू, झुके न तू।
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Vice Admiral Anil Jaggi, Ati Vishesh Seva Medal, Commandant, National Defence Academy, and the entire team of NDA, we welcome you all to the passing out parade of the 150th course. This parade ground was named as Khetrapal Parade Ground in the everlasting memory of 2nd Lieutenant Arun Khetrapal, Paramveer Chakra, an alumnus of the 38th Course, Foxtrot Squadron. He was posthumously awarded the highest gallantry award in the Battle of Basantar in 1971. Across the parade ground, ladies and gentlemen, is the Quartermaster's Fort, providing a majestic background. The structure behind you is the Manoj Pandey block, named after Captain Manoj Kumar Pandey, Paramveer Chakra, who is an alumnus of the 90th Course, Mike Squadron, one of the many military heroes of the Kargil conflict.
The huge white mast that stands dominating the drill square is the mast from the Indian naval ship Delhi, rigged at the drill square of the National Defence Academy, Khetrapal, on 21st May 1955. The mast measures 30.4 meters. It carries the national flag along with the Academy flag and symbolizes the height of dedication and devotion that a cadet has towards his duties. This mast has stood mute testimony to the rigors of training of cane drill, sword drill, rifle drill, foot drill, and ceremonial drill.
यह परेड मैदान लोकप्रिय रूप से ड्रिल स्क्वायर के नाम से जाना जाता है। यह 450 मीटर व 150 मीटर में फैला हुआ एक विशाल मैदान है। अकादमी का अंतर सेवा चरित्र परेड मैदान की लंबाई और चौड़ाई में स्पष्ट झलकता है। यह प्रवेश द्वार में तैनात बंदूकों और ड्रिल स्क्वायर के दोनों कोनों को देखकर स्पष्ट होता है। 2 विजयंता टैंक, मिग-21 विमान और समुद्री विमान, भारतीय नौसेना की जहाजों की प्रतिकृतियां विराट और मुंबई, और इन सब से ऊपर विशाल मस्तूल तीनों सेवाओं का प्रतिनिधित्व करते हैं। The aircraft that you see on the left side of the entrance to the drill square is the Sea Hawk, single-seater fighter aircraft of the Indian Navy. It played a stellar role in the Indo-Pak War of 1971, the Golden Jubilee of which was celebrated in the year 2021. The aircraft to your right is the MiG-21, inducted in the aftermath of 1962 war. It has been the mainstay of the air defense fleet of the Indian Air Force till MiG-21 Type 96 aircraft were phased out some years back. However, an upgraded version, the MiG-21 Bison, played a pivotal role in the 1971 war, Kargil War, and the fierce skirmish with Pakistan, wherein Group Captain Abhinandan, Veer Chakra of 104th Coast, India Squadron, shot down an F-16 aircraft of Pakistan Air Force with this old warhorse.
आपके सामने रखे गए दोनों टैंक विजयी हैं। इस टैंक ने भी 1971 में पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ युद्ध में महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाई थी। ड्रिल सशस्त्र बलों में अनुशासन का आधार है। राष्ट्र को अपने सशस्त्र बलों द्वारा प्रदर्शित अनुशासन के अनुकरणीय मानक पर गर्व है। यहाँ पर इस परेड मैदान में भारतीय सशस्त्र बलों के भावी अधिकारियों के लिए अनुशासन की नींव रखी जाती है।
The Academy Adjutant, Lieutenant Colonel Avinash Pandey, Sena Medal, from the 5th Battalion of the Kumaon Regiment, is the embodiment of military discipline for cadets as well as the Academy. He is ably assisted by Assistant Adjutant Major Aditya Nikra. The Passing Out Parade marks the grand finale of the term and is held each term with clockwork precision amid ceremony and fanfare on this hallowed ground.
देवियों और सज्जनों, इस अवसर की पवित्रता को ध्यान में रखते हुए और इस संस्था और हमारे शहीद नायकों के सम्मान रूप में हम आपसे अपने मोबाइल फोन को बंद करने का अनुरोध करते हैं। कृपया पासिंग आउट परेड के दौरान बैठे रहें।
Ladies and gentlemen, let us now review the stellar performance of the cadets of the 150th course in all spheres of training. Among the Army Cadets, Squadron Cadet Captain Ayush Khan Chaube of Golf Squadron has been awarded the Uttar Pradesh Government Cup for being the best cadet in Specialist Service Subjects, Army. The best cadet in map reading is Academy Cadet Captain Mayank Chaudhary of Lima Squadron. Squadron Cadet Captain Ayush Khan Chaube has been awarded the Ashok Pillar Cup for being the best cadet in weapon training. The best cadet in tactics has been awarded to Squadron Cadet Captain Ayush Khan Chaube of Golf Squadron. The Order of Eklavya for excellence in firing has been awarded to Cadet Kartikeya Sangwan of Golf Squadron and Cadet Sarthak Yadav of November Squadron. Bayonet pins are awarded to cadets who excel in Army service subjects. This term, bayonet pins have been awarded to 12 cadets.
The Government of Madras Cup for standing first in the Specialist Naval Service subjects is awarded to Cadet Quartermaster Sergeant Manela Nitin of Golf Squadron. The Chief of Naval Staff Trophy, instituted by Admiral O.S. Dawson for standing first in astronavigation, has been awarded to Divisional Cadet Captain Swastik Thakur of Romeo Squadron. The Seamanship Trophy, presented by Atela, Mike Squadron ने विज्ञान की शाखा में प्रथम आते हुए जनरल के सुंदर जी द्वारा संस्थापित चीफ ऑफ द आर्मी स्टाफ ट्रॉफी जीती है। कैडेट क्वार्टर मास्टर सार्जेंट रणविजय त्यागी जूलियट स्क्वाड्रन ने करते हुए एडमिरल सुरेश मेहता द्वारा संस्थापित चीफ ऑफ द नेवल स्टाफ ट्रॉफी के विजेता हैं। इस टर्म में बटालियन कैडेट कैप्टन सुशांत वर्मा पैंथर स्क्वाड्रन ने सामाजिक विज्ञान में प्रथम आते हुए एयर चीफ मार्शल एनसी सूरी द्वारा संस्थापित चीफ ऑफ द एयर स्टाफ ट्रॉफी जीती है। द सिल्वर मेडल फॉर स्टैंडिंग फर्स्ट इन ओवरऑल जॉइंट सर्विस ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम goes to Divisional Cadet Captain Avnish Mishra of Bravo Squadron.
Cadets who excel in various sports and physical activities are awarded with merit card, half blue, blue, and blazer in order of proficiency. The silver medal for best cadet in riding has been awarded to Cadet Soham Fade of Alpha Squadron. The silver medal for best cadet in sailing has been awarded to Cadet Kartikeya Sangwan of Golf Squadron. The silver medal for best cadet in shooting has been awarded to Divisional Cadet Captain R.N. Singh Thakur of November Squadron.
राष्ट्रीय रक्षा अकादमी के विशाल परिसर में प्रवेश करते हुए आगंतुक को प्रथम जो चीज प्रभावित करती है वह है कि संपूर्ण अधिरचना प्रकृति की गोद में कितनी सामंजस्यपूर्ण रूप से बसती है और विभिन्न भवन आसपास के वनस्पतियों और जीवों से कितनी अच्छी तरह मेल खाते हैं। यहाँ तक कि सहज रूप से देखा जाए तो यह स्पष्ट हो जाता है कि इस संस्थान की प्राथमिकताओं में पर्यावरण को बहुत ऊंचा स्थान दिया गया है।
राष्ट्रीय रक्षा अकादमी में सेना प्रशिक्षण के लिए परिसर के भीतर बहुत सारे वन क्षेत्र हैं। इसमें हिरण, मोर और पक्षियों की 115 प्रजातियां पाई जाती हैं। अकादमी में पाए जाने वाले इन पक्षियों और जानवरों में से कई सड़कों के किनारे विभिन्न स्थानों पर प्रदर्शित रंगीन फलकों पर दर्शाए गए हैं। उनके आसपास के वातावरण को सुव्यवस्थित बनाए रखने के लिए बहुत सावधानी बरती जाती है।
यदि किसी को रास्ते से गुजरना है या किसी को ट्रैकिंग करनी है तो उसे तेज धाराओं की लुभावनी सुंदरता, हरे भरे ढलानों पर समृद्ध पत्ते, साथ ही विभिन्न प्रकार के दुर्लभ पक्षियों और जानवरों की प्रशंसा करने के लिए बार बार रुकना होगा, जो प्रकृति प्रेमियों को प्रसन्न करेगा। हम राष्ट्रीय रक्षा अकादमी में बगीचे, फव्वारों, वनस्पतियों और जीवों की प्राकृतिक सुंदरता पर गर्व महसूस करते हैं।
The immaculately maintained gardens of the National Defense Academy reminds one of the words of William Wordsworth. Come forth into the light of things. Let nature be your teacher. Our cadets actively participate in this beautification process through Shramdan in maintaining their squadrons and battalion areas and also some general areas inside the campus. National Defense Academy is a perfect example of how human beings can coexist harmoniously with nature.
A word about the history of the National Defense Academy. After the Second World War, a need was felt to train cadets of the three services jointly, which would enable the warriors of the future to create synergy for combined operations. The idea of a joint services academy was conceived in 1945 with the setting up of the National War Academy Committee under the chairmanship of the then Commander-in-Chief, Field Marshal Sir Claude Auchinleck. The objective was to frame the design of an academy for the joint training of future officers of the three services. The project received impetus when Pandit Nehru foresaw the necessity of completely Indianizing the officer cadre of the armed forces.
To hasten the process, it was decided to start training straight away, and a joint services wing was established in the old prisoners of war barracks at Clement Town, Dehradun on 1st January 1949. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel in June 1949 formally inaugurated the Joint Services Wing, and the first course, consisting of 190 cadets, passed out from Clement Town on 8 December 1950.
40 years later, history was made in 1990 when three alumni of the first course took over as chiefs of their respective services. They were General S.F. Rodriguez, Admiral L. Ramdas, and Air Chief Marshal N.C. Suri. History repeated itself in 2020 when three course mates of the 56th course, General M.M. Narvane, Admiral Karambir Singh, and Air Chief Marshal R.K.S. Bhadoria took over as chiefs of their respective services.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cadets you see marching onto the parade ground are contingent markers taking their positions. The rest of their contingents will soon enter the parade ground from the sides of the quartermaster's fort. They will move to the left and to the right of the parade ground and then line up.
आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि आप सब अपना ध्यान सामने की तरफ ले जाएं। आप देखेंगे कि कंटिंजेंट मार्कर्स अपना स्थान ले रहे हैं। बाकी कंटिंजेंट जल्द ही परेड प्रांगण पर आएंगे और दाहिने और बाएं मुड़कर अपने स्थान पर खड़े होंगे।
Today, there are 1,250 cadets on parade. Out of these, 355 cadets of the 150th pass out of the National Defense Academy, out of which 229 are Army cadets, 45 Naval cadets, and 81 Air Force cadets. This term, we have 24 international cadets from 13 different countries: Bhutan, Maldives, Tanzania, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, Lesotho, Kenya, Cameroon, Myanmar, Malaysia, Yemen, Mongolia, and Bangladesh, passing out with the 150th course. The National Defense Academy has stood as a shining testimony to India's relationship with its friendly foreign countries. This is evident from the fact that the National Defense Academy is presently training 131 cadets from 21 different foreign countries.
One of the greatest distinctions of the academy is the happy camaraderie that it confers on all cadets, transcending all service barriers. And the squadron plays a vital role in inculcating this bond and spirit. The squadron acts like a home away from home for the cadets, and even when they pass out of the academy and subsequently get commissioned. This squadron spirit translates to regimental spirit and loyalty to their units and formations. Sound of the bugles, ladies and gentlemen, heralds the entry of the cadets onto the parade ground. And there they come out to the gates of the quartermaster's fort, marching smartly to the inspirational tunes of the academy song, "Hum NDA ke cadet hain." Ladies and gentlemen, you can see the contingents marching onto the parade ground to take their positions. The magnificent charger atop which the adjutant is astride is Reliant Robin. This splendid and dynamic charger was born in 2009 and has been allotted to the National Defense Academy by Remount and Veterinary Corps in 2020. This is the 11th parade for Robin as the adjutant's charger in National Defense Academy.
Leading the cadets onto the parade ground is Academy Cadet Captain Mayank Chaudhary.
Now, a word about drill. Drill inculcates discipline, which is the bedrock of military life. To those of you who have an aesthetic disposition, drill movements will symbolize the very rhyme and rhythm of the poetry of a well-ordered life. And that's precisely the primary aim of this institution, to train our cadets in the art of cultivating a way of life in which the highest and the noblest attributes of discipline, character, and courage are not only blended but also nurtured and nourished.
Going back to the genesis of this institution, the National Defense Academy came into being at Khetrapal in 1955. Khetrapal was chosen as the site on account of its proximity to an operational airfield at Pune.
देवियों और सज्जनों, निशान टोली निशान को परेड पर ला रही है। आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि निशान को समुचित सम्मान प्रदान करने हेतु कृपया खड़े हो जाएं तथा जो वर्दी में हैं वो अकादमी कैडेट कैप्टन की कमांड पर सैल्यूट करें। Ladies and gentlemen, the Nishan Toli will now bring in the President's colors. When the colors are brought in, you are requested to rise and those in uniform will salute at the word of command of the Academy Cadet Captain.
The President's colors were presented to the National Defense Academy in recognition of the highest standards of training imparted here.
It is the privilege of the cadets of the passing out course to carry the President's colors. In keeping with this tradition, the cadets carrying the President's colors to the parade ground are Squadron Cadet Captain Arjun Jakhad of Alpha Squadron, flanked by Cadet Sergeant Major Siddhant of Bravo Squadron and Cadet Sergeant Major Mandeep of Juliet Squadron. Ladies and gentlemen, the parade is now lined up for review. The cadet commanding today's parade is Academy Cadet Captain Mayank Chaudhary.
The officer on the charger to your extreme left is the adjutant, Lieutenant Colonel Avinash Pandey, Sena Medal. Lieutenant Colonel Avinash Pandey is an alumnus of the 121st Course, Echo Squadron of the National Defense Academy. An accomplished infantry officer, he was commissioned into the 5th Battalion of the Kumaon Regiment in December 2012. Possessing varied operational, staff and instructional experience, the officer has served as Ghatak Platoon Commander along the line of control in Jammu and Kashmir, as Company Commander along the international border in Western Sector, and also along the line of actual control in Arunachal Pradesh and Central Sector. He has also served as Company Commander with the Rashtriya Rifles in counter-insurgency and counter-terrorism operations. Additionally, he has undertaken an overseas assignment as part of United Nations Peacekeeping Force in Democratic Republic of Congo, where, for his exemplary courage, he was awarded with Sena Medal, Gallantry. The officer has been adjudged as an instructor in all courses and was awarded Best Foreign Student during Officers Weapon Course in Bangladesh. He is also a graduate of Defense Services Staff College, Wellington. The officer has assumed the appointment of adjutant on 7 June 2025.
He is ably assisted by the Assistant Adjutant Major Aditya Nikra, an alumnus of National Defense Academy, 132nd Course, Juliet Squadron. The Armored Corps officer was commissioned into 57th Armored Regiment on 9th June 2018. The officer has the honor of commanding the Passing Out Parade and is the proud recipient of President's Gold Medal at Indian Military Academy. He has actively served as Recce Troop Leader and Squadron 2IC of his regiment along western borders and along the line of actual control in Operation Snow Leopard. His achievement embarks the induction of Tank T-90s and validating various tank runs along critical areas in treacherous terrain of eastern Ladakh. The officer was adjudged the best and was awarded the coveted Silver Centurion in Young Officers Course, Armor, adjudged as the best gunner in Armament Instructor Course, and as best student in Tank Technology Course as well. He's been awarded with General Officer Commanding 18 Rapid Appreciation Certificate in 2019, General Officer Commanding in Chief Southwestern Command Commendation Card in 2020, and Snow Leopard Armored Brigade Commander's Medallion in 2022. Major Aditya Nikra took over the appointment of Assistant Adjutant in July 2025.
The actual footwork of training the cadets of the National Defense Academy in all aspects of drill is led by Subedar Major Honorary Lieutenant Dharmraj Gurung from 4th Battalion of the 1st Gorkha Rifles. The drill Subedar Major served as an instructor at the National Defense Academy and the Indian Military Academy. As regards the lineup of the contingents on parade, we have 18 squadron-wise contingents standing as per their positions in the championship banner of Autumn Term 25. And concluding the lineup is the contingent of appointments. In the center of the parade stands the Nishan Toli, proudly carrying the President's colors.
A cadet's initiation to the academy requires him to pledge himself to the nation, which is done under the aegis of the adjutant at the hut of remembrance, the Sanctum Sanctorum of the National Defense Academy. The hut serves as a constant reminder to the cadets of the lofty traditions of valor, courage, and sacrifice of their predecessors. Before the start of every term, the adjutant narrates to the cadets the importance of the Academy Honor Code and the Cadets Pledge.
During a cadet stay at the academy, they remind themselves of their pledge to the nation by reciting the NDA prayer at the start of each day. It is essential that the cadets imbibe the right principles and are guided by a tangible code of conduct that spells out the right and the wrong. The National Defense Academy Honor Code was thus promulgated in March 1998 by Admiral Arun Prakash, the then Commandant. It sees the cadet through his basic training and even thereafter in life.
Ladies and gentlemen, in today's parade, the first three salutes would be dummy salutes, as the dignitaries who would be taking the salute would be present only for the final passing out parade.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now awaiting the arrival of Air Vice Marshal Rajesh Verma, Vayu Sena Medal, Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor, National Defense Academy. Air Vice Marshal Rajesh Verma, Vayu Sena Medal, was commissioned into the helicopter stream of the Flying Branch of Indian Air Force in 1994 and has flown nearly 5,000 hours on various types of helicopters and fixed-wing trainer aircraft. During his 31 years of service, the officer has undergone most of the mandatory professional courses in Indian Air Force and has held various command, staff and instructional appointments. He is a graduate of Flying Instructor School, Tactics and Air Combat Defense Establishment, Defense Services Staff College, College of Air Warfare and National Defense College, Bangladesh. The officer has commanded a helicopter unit and an operational Indian Air Force base and has served as directing staff at Tactics and Air Combat Defense Establishment, Defense Services Staff College and College of Air Warfare. His staff appointments include a tenure in the Policy Officers Branch, Staff Officer to Air Officer, Commanding-in-Chief, Eastern Air Command, and Principal Director Training at Air Headquarters. The officer is a sports enthusiast and plays badminton, table tennis, and cricket. Ladies and gentlemen, Air Vice Marshal Rajesh Verma, Vayu Sena Medal, Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor, National Defense Academy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now awaiting the arrival of Vice Admiral Anil Jaggi, Ati Vishesh Seva Medal, Commandant, National Defence Academy. Vice Admiral Anil Jaggi assumed the appointment of Commandant, National Defence Academy on 1st November 2025. The Admiral is an alumnus of the Indian Naval Academy and was commissioned in the Indian Navy on 1st July 1993. The flag officer is a navigation and direction specialist, and in a career spanning over 3 decades, he has tenated various operational, staff, diplomatic and instructional assignments. As a navigating officer, he served on board various frontline fleet ships of the Indian Navy. His subsequent afloat appointments include command of the missile vessel INS Veer, which was adjudged the most spirited ship of the 22nd Missile Squadron during his tenure. He also served as the executive officer of the frigate INS Tabar and later commanded the stealth frigate INS Sahyadri, which was declared the best ship of the Eastern Fleet under his command. He is a graduate of the Defence Services Staff College, Wellington, and the prestigious Naval War College, Goa. In addition to the career courses, the Admiral also successfully completed the United Nations Observer course from Sweden. His instructional appointments include tenures of divisional officer at his alma mater, the Indian Naval Academy, and a stint as an instructor at the Defence Services Staff College, Wellington. In the rank of Commodore, the senior officer gained rich and valuable experience in matters of foreign cooperation and international relations during his assignments as the Naval Advisor at the High Commission of India, London, and as Commodore, Foreign Cooperation at Naval Headquarters, New Delhi. After promotion to the rank of Rear Admiral, he was appointed as the Flag Officer commanding Gujarat, Daman and Diu Naval Area. Prior taking over the reins of Commandant, National Defence Academy, he was Flag Officer commanding Maharashtra Naval Area, where he was responsible for the coastal defence of the state of Maharashtra and progressed various initiatives pertaining to administration, infrastructure projects, welfare and well-being of the naval community. Ladies and gentlemen, Vice Admiral Anil Jaggi, Ati Vishesh Seva Medal, Commandant, National Defence Academy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now awaiting the arrival of Lieutenant General Sandeep Jain, Ati Vishesh Seva Medal, Sena Medal, General Officer, Commanding-in-Chief, Southern Command. Lieutenant General Sandeep Jain is an alumnus of National Defence Academy and was commissioned into 13 Mahar on 11 June 1988. In an illustrious career, Spanning over a period of more than 37 years, the General Officer has tenated important command and staff appointments in varied operational sectors. The General Officer has done all professional courses of repute, including Defense Services Staff College, Senior Command, Higher Command, and National Defense College in Kenya. His command and staff appointments include command of an infantry battalion in semi-developed terrain, an infantry brigade in strike corps, command of counter-insurgency force, and pivot corps in Northern Command. He has served in Military Operations Directorate, Military Secretary Branch, General Staff Appointment at Divisional Headquarters. Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant General Sandeep Jain, Ati Vishesh Seva Medal, Sena Medal, General Officer, Commanding in Chief, Southern Command.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now awaiting the arrival of Air Vice Marshal Rajesh Verma, Vayu Sena Medal, Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor, National Defense Academy. Air Vice Marshal Rajesh Verma, Vayu Sena Medal, was commissioned into the helicopter stream of the Flying Branch of Indian Air Force in 1994 and has flown nearly 5,000 hours on various types of helicopters and fixed-wing trainer aircraft. During his 31 years of service, the officer has undergone most of the mandatory professional courses in Indian Air Force and has held various command, staff and instructional appointments. He is a graduate of Flying Instructor School, Tactics and Air Combat Defense Establishment, Defense Services Staff College, College of Air Warfare, and National Defense College, Bangladesh. The officer has commanded a helicopter unit and an operational Indian Air Force base and has served as directing staff at Tactics and Air Combat Defense Establishment, Defense Services Staff College, and College of Air Warfare. His staff appointments include a tenure in the Policy Officers Branch, Staff Officer to Air Officer, Commanding-in-Chief, Eastern Air Command, and Principal Director Training at Air Headquarters. The officer is a sports enthusiast and plays badminton, table tennis, and cricket. Ladies and gentlemen, Air Vice Marshal Rajesh Verma, Vayu Sena Medal, Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor, National Defence Academy, the reviewing officer for today's parade.
श्रीमान राष्ट्र रक्षा अकादमी 150 कैडेट परेड पर परेड बस करें खड़ा रहे बाकी परेड परेड
The number of our alumni who have been decorated in war is legion. Most of them have had their baptism with fire in the wars since independence. Some where blizzards and snowstorms rule. Some where the wind blows full of sand. Some where the waves hold argument with the sky, and some in the uncharted space above. But like professional soldiers, they were conscious of the hazards of the profession they had chosen and were conscious of the contribution they were making to safeguard the sovereignty of our nation. In this long march to glory, our alumni have demonstrated exemplary courage and dedication both in war and peace. They have defended our borders, kept the territorial waters safe for the nation, and touched its sky with glory. The list of our alumni who have distinguished themselves in war would read like a veritable who's who of Indian heroes. Till date, these heroes have been awarded 3 Paramveer Chakra, 32 Mahavir Chakra, 167 Veer Chakra, 12 Ashok Chakra, 47 Kirti Chakra, and 168 Shaurya Chakra.
There are some whom we always remember with special fondness. Captain Gurbachan Singh Salaria, 10th Course, Bravo Squadron. 2nd Lieutenant Arun Khetrapal, 38th Course, Foxtrot Squadron. And Captain Manoj Kumar Pandey, 90th Course, Mike Squadron. The spirit of 394 warriors and 5 of those who went missing in action resides in the hut of remembrance behind the Sudan block, which was built brick by brick, stone by stone, with the dedicated toil of the cadets.
The reviewing officer will now review the parade. Leading the lineup is the contingent of Golf Squadron, proudly carrying the Chiefs of Staff banner. The second contingent is of Charlie Squadron. The third contingent is of Romeo Squadron. The fourth contingent is of Kilo Squadron. The fifth contingent is of Delta Squadron. The sixth contingent is of Juliet Squadron. The seventh contingent is of Alpha Squadron. The eighth contingent is of Mike Squadron. The ninth contingent is of Bravo Squadron. The Nishan Toli, proudly carrying the President's colors. The 10th contingent is of India Squadron. The 11th contingent is of November Squadron. The 12th contingent is of Lima Squadron. The 13th contingent is of Hunter Squadron. The 14th contingent is of Oscar Squadron. The 15th contingent is of Echo Squadron. The 16th contingent is of Foxtrot Squadron. The 17th contingent is of Quebec Squadron. The 18th contingent is of Panther Squadron.
Concluding the lineup is the appointments contingent, led by Academy Cadet Adjutant Piyush Rautela. The list of achievements of National Defence Academy alumni is endless. Apart from gallantry in war, our alumni have displayed exemplary courage and self-sacrifice even while they have been away from the battlefield. The Ashok Chakra, the highest peacetime gallantry award, winners of National Defence Academy are Second Lieutenant P.M. Raman, 6th Course, Alpha Squadron; Wing Commander Rakesh Sharma, 35th Course, Juliet Squadron; Colonel N.J. Nair, 38th Course, India Squadron; Major Sudhir Kumar, 72nd Course, Juliet Squadron; Captain A.S. Jasrotia, 73rd Course, Echo Squadron; Major R.K. June, 78th Course, Kilo Squadron; Second Lieutenant Rakesh Singh, 79th Course, Bravo Squadron; Second Lieutenant Puneet Dutt, 87th Course, Echo Squadron; Major Sandeep Unikrishnan, 94th Course, Oscar Squadron; Major Mohit Sharma, 95th Course, India Squadron; Major D. Raghuraman, 95th Course, November Squadron; Captain Harshan Radhakrishnan, 101st Course, Golf Squadron; and Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, 108th Course, Hunter Squadron.
The cadets of National Defense Academy follow in the footsteps of some of our illustrious alumni who scaled the highest peaks in the Himalayas, sailed around the world, and also done the country proud on the sports field. Some of those whom we mention with special pride are Wing Commander Rakesh Sharma, Ashok Chakra, the first Indian to enter space; Commander Dilip Dhonde, Shaurya Chakra, the first Indian solo circumnavigator of the globe; Captain H.D. Motewala, who became the first Indian to be awarded the prestigious Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award, Dronacharya Award, and the Arjuna Award for yachting. Wing Commander Yashwant Anil Narayan Petkar swam across the English Channel twice, creating national and Asian record.
मेजर अभिजीत सिंह माउंट एवरेस्ट चढ़ने वाले पहले पूर्व एलमनस हैं। अर्जुन पुरस्कार प्राप्त करने वाले कर्नल राज्यवर्धन सिंह राठौड़ ने एथेंस ओलंपिक 2004 में डबल ट्रैप शूटिंग में रजत पदक प्राप्त किया।
Captain Atul Sinha, Indian Navy, and Lieutenant Commander Farooq Tarapur represented India in yachting and sailing in the 16th Asian Games held in 2010 in China and won the silver medal. Captain Sinha, a Chhatrapati Shivaji Award recipient, also mentored Team Navika Sagar Parikrama and completed the Cape Rio race in a record time of 20.8 days in 2017.
The cadets march forward to the martial tune of Kadam Kadam Badhaye Ja.
6 अक्टूबर 1949 को पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू द्वारा खड़गवासला में राष्ट्रीय रक्षा अकादमी की नींव रखी गई थी। लगभग 7000 एकड़ भूमि उस समय बॉम्बे राज्य की सरकार द्वारा प्रदान की गई थी। अकादमी का लेआउट आर्किटेक्ट्स की टीम द्वारा बनाया गया था, जो उस समय पुणे इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज के प्रधानाचार्य श्री W.X. मास्करेनस के नेतृत्व में काम कर रहे थे। अकादमी का बुनियादी ढांचा बनाने में लगभग 5 वर्ष लग गए। जो इमारतें आज आपके समक्ष है, यह राजपूताना तथा मुगल आर्किटेक्चर का उत्तम मिश्रण है।
निर्माण के लिए अपेक्षित धनराशि का योगदान कई राज्यों द्वारा किया गया। कैडेटों के रेजिडेंशियल ब्लॉकों का निर्माण इन्हीं धनराशियों से किया गया और उनका नाम योगदान करने वाले राज्यों के नाम पर रखा गया है। अकादमी का प्रशासनिक ब्लॉक, जिसे हम सूडान ब्लॉक के नाम से जानते हैं, इसके निर्माण में कुछ सहयोग सूडान सरकार द्वारा धनराशि के रूप में किया गया था। यह योगदान सूडान सरकार ने भारतीय सैनिकों की दूसरे विश्व युद्ध में उत्तरी अफ्रीकी अभियान के दौरान प्रदर्शित वीरता की सराहना करते हुए किया था।
The academy shifted to Khetrapal from Commandant in December 1954 and was inaugurated on 16 January 1955 by Shri Moraji Desai, the Chief Minister of the then state of Bombay. 16 January is celebrated every year as the NDA Day. The first passing out parade on this ground was held on 5th June 1955 when the 10th Course passed out. The salute on that auspicious occasion was taken by Shri Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. In all nations, martial music has accompanied feats of arms, serving the twofold purpose of inspiring the troops to fight as a method of conveying orders. It was used in the time of battle as means of exciting that grand passion which the fiercest of nation could not. Playing this inspiring music today, we have four bands. These bands are the National Defence Academy Military Band, led by Subhadar C. Shankar, the National Defence Academy Pipe and Drums Band, led by Naib Subhadar B.M. Kamble, the Naval Military Band, led by Maharshi Military Officer Pal Raj, the Army Center National Band, led by Band Subhadar Manoj Sahu.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the Nishan logo in front of you, get the distinctive badges and those in uniform will salute as a mark of respect for the President's colors.
Leading the parade is Academy Cadet Captain Mayank Chaudhary, followed by the cadets of the Coast Guard, proudly carrying the Chief's Star Banner. The contingent is led by Squad Cadet Captain Ayush Chaudhary. The contingent of Charlie Squad, led by Squad Cadet Captain Khetrapal Parade. The contingent of Indian Squadron, led by Squad Cadet Captain Jagat Singh Bishт. The contingent of Killer Squadron, led by Squad Cadet Captain Vikrant Bhaka.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you just witnessed was a flypast by 3 Super Nimona aircraft in Trishakti formation.
The contingent of Delta Squadron, led by Squad Cadet Captain Nima Sange Tamam. The contingent of Juliet Squadron, led by Squad Cadet Captain Rohit Kumar. The contingent of Alpha Squadron, led by Squad Cadet Captain Karan Singh Rana. The contingent of Mike Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Dev Vishal Rumba. The contingent of Bravo Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Jatin Panchal. The Nishan Toli, proudly carrying the President's colors.
The contingent of Indian Squadron, led by Squad Captain Bhavesh Kumar. Contingent of November Squadron, led by Squad Captain Manas Sharma. The contingent of Hima Squadron, led by Squad Captain Aditya Pratap Singh. The contingent of Mother Squadron, led by Squad Cadet Captain Chirag Chaudhary. The contingent of Oscar Squadron, led by Squad Cadet Captain Yavraj Nambiar. The contingent of Echo Squadron, led by Squad Captain Amit Singh. Captain Sagar Joshi. The contingent of Panther Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Mohammad Wasim. Concluding the lineup is the appointments contingent, led by Academy Cadet Adjutant Piyush Randela. And finally, Lieutenant Colonel Avinash Pandey, Sena, Adjutant National Defense Academy, saluting the reviewing officer on his charger, Reliant Robin.
The cadets of this institution have been consistent in making the most of the excellent all-round training facilities available at the academy. One important aspect of training in National Defense Academy is the camps they attend during their second, fourth and sixth term. The participation in these camps in the academy prepares them for further military challenges and helps in building an overall sense of camaraderie, bonding, team spirit and quick adaptation to unknown and difficult conditions.
Ladies and gentlemen, among various sports events which happened during Spring Term 26, the Inter-Squadron Basketball Competition was won by Foxtrot Squadron. The Inter-Squadron Hockey Competition was won by Charlie Squadron. The Inter-Squadron Cross-Country Competition, which tests the physical and mental endurance of our young cadets, was won by Delta Squadron.
Ladies and gentlemen, the equestrian training team of National Defense Academy has won the General Thimaiya Polo Cup 2026, which was played between the cadets of National Defense Academy and Indian Military Academy at New Delhi on 24th March 2026. The team also won a total of 31 medals in the Delhi Horse Show 2026, held at the same venue, which includes 9 gold, 11 silver and 11 bronze medals. Also, the team secured 6 highly commended positions in various events. A total of 4 blues, 5 half blues and 8 merit cards were awarded to cadets in spring term 2026 on the basis of their exceptional performance in riding.
Ladies and gentlemen, we take immense care at National Defense Academy to ensure the all-round development of our cadets and the various activities directed towards this end. It goes without saying that the primary aim of this institution is to produce military leaders. The results of the training here are seen in the many wars India has fought over the years and the senior appointments achieved by the alumni. The National Defense Academy can take justifiable pride in the fact that its alumni have brought glory to themselves and their alma mater.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you look to the extreme left, you can see Divisional Cadet Captain Dheeraj Meena from Golf Squadron coming to hand over the Chiefs of Staff banner to the instructor, Company Havildar Major Pradeep Kumar Sahu of 8th Battalion of the Bihar Regiment, who is receiving this on behalf of the Academy, so that it can now be presented to the squadron that has won the championship this term. Earlier, we had the Commandant's banner for the champion squadron. The Chiefs of Staff banner was instituted during autumn term 1980. Bravo Squadron was the first to win it then.
Ladies and gentlemen, on today's parade, we have both female and male cadets as cane pilots. These cadets are Sergeant Sarthak Raj Patil, Sergeant Naveen, Sergeant Bhanu Pratap Singh Rathore, Cadet Sadhak Sakola, Cadet Aditya Jayant Maheskar, Cadet Shubham Singh Mehra, Cadet Gargi, and Cadet Khushi Kumari. The names of the cadets for table Tori are Cadet Ariman Paintse, Cadet Bharat Singh Rathore, Cadet Abhinandan Gupta, Sergeant Mayank Singh Sajwan, Cadet S.N. Gosavi, and Cadet Rajat Singh.
The reviewing officer will present medals to the award winners in a short while. The silver medal for the best cadet in drill is awarded to Squadron Cadet Captain Sagar Joshi of Quebec Squadron. The silver medal for the best cadet in physical training is awarded to Academy Cadet Adjutant Piyush Rautela of Mike Squadron. The silver medal to the best sportsman of the passing out course goes to Cadet Quartermaster Sergeant Vanshika Chaudhary of Delta Squadron. Winner of the Chiefs of Staff banner, Charlie Squadron.
The silver medal for the best cadet in drill is awarded to the cadet who had displayed the highest standards of military bearing, turnout, word of command, and in drill movement during his entire stay in the academy. The silver medal for the best cadet in physical training is awarded to the cadet who had displayed the highest standards of flexibility, agility, strength, and endurance in physical proficiency during his entire stay in the academy.
The silver medal to the best sportsman of the passing out course is adjudged on the basis of his participation in various inter-squadron sports competitions, his selection in the academy teams, and the level of proficiency attained by him in various sports activities.
The Chiefs of Staff banner is awarded to the squadron standing first in the overall championship. The championship is decided on the basis of points gained by the squadron in the various inter-squadron competitions held during the term.
Squadron Cadet Captain Yagya Bharat Patak of Charlie Squadron will receive the Chiefs of Staff banner. The pride of these four cadets is evident as they march forward to receive their well-deserved awards.
Prapat! Tam! Prapat! Tainese! Set up!
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, a carrier belt is being slung over the shoulder of Squadron Cadet Captain Yagya Bharat Pathak of Charlie Squadron so that he can now receive the coveted Chiefs of Staff banner.
The reviewing officer is now requested to present medals to the award winners and the Chiefs of Staff banner to the champion squadron of this term. The silver medal for the best cadet in drill is awarded to Squadron Cadet Captain Sagar Joshi of Quebec Squadron. The silver medal for the best cadet in physical training is awarded to Academy Cadet Adjutant Piyush Rautela of Mike Squadron. The silver medal to the best sportsman of the passing out course goes to Cadet Quartermaster Sergeant Vanshika Chaudhary of Delta Squadron. Winners of the Chiefs of Staff banner, Charlie Squadron.
Rapid! Good! Get! Rapid! Select! Rapid! Pizza! Mud! Rapid! Bicep! Set!
कैडेटों ने न केवल अपने स्क्वाड्रन का नाम गौरवान्वित किया है बल्कि अपने माता पिता का शीर्ष भी गर्व से ऊंचा कर दिया है।
चार्ली स्क्वाड्रन के कैडेटों के लिए भी यह अत्यंत हर्ष व उल्लास का समय है कि उन्होंने पढ़ाई, शारीरिक प्रशिक्षण, खेलकूद व क्वायद जैसी गतिविधियों में अपनी महारत साबित कर चीफ्स ऑफ स्टाफ के प्रतिष्ठित ध्वज को प्राप्त किया है। चैंपियन स्क्वाड्रन होने के कारण चार्ली स्क्वाड्रन के कैडेट अब दाहिने कंधे पर लैनियार्ड लगाने के साथ साथ अपने स्क्वाड्रन भवन के आगे 2 सामरिक तोपें भी रख सकते हैं। साथ ही वे अपने स्क्वाड्रन भवन पर चीफ्स ऑफ स्टाफ के प्रतिष्ठित ध्वज को फहरा भी सकते हैं।
The medal winners are marching back to take their positions. It is indeed a proud moment for them as well as for all those who have been associated with their training here and, of course, for their parents. For the cadets of Charlie Squadron, it is also a special occasion as they have been declared the champion squadron and have received the prestigious Chiefs of Staff banner. The distinction of being the champion squadron entitles the squadron to put up the banner atop the squadron building next term. It also entitles the squadron to display 2 ceremonial guns at the entrance to the squadron, symbolizing their achievement.
It gives the cadets of the squadron the proud privilege of wearing the red colored lanyard on the right shoulder, unlike the cadets of all the other squadrons who wear it on the left shoulder. It is indeed a rare honor for Charlie Squadron because they've been adjudged the champion squadron.
The reviewing officer is requested to kindly address the parade.
Dear cadets, faculty members, cadets especially of the 150th course, guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning. At the outset, I want to compliment each one of the cadets standing here for the smart turnout and immaculate drill movements. These traits reflect the military indoctrination you have imbibed here at the National Defense Academy. The passing out cadets would feel nostalgic as they see their new selves standing at the Khetrapal Parade Ground today, in stark contrast to the unsure teenagers who had entered the portals of this academy 3 years ago. In the next 7 minutes, based on the experience I have gained over the past 32 years in uniform, I shall share my views on few essential attributes which I feel are important towards becoming good officers, competent professionals, and effective military leaders. First and foremost, to prove yourself as a good officer, you have to be a good professional. In your journey in the defense forces, you will undergo a series of courses to enhance your knowledge and hone your skills. Let your hunger for knowledge not be saturated by these courses. Remain curious, inquisitive, and seek answers to why, how, and what that you come across. You shall be commissioned into an era where the paradigm of warfighting would keep evolving, primarily hinging on AI and other technological advancements. In such a situation, an officer who is well informed and has the habit of reading will stand out from his peers. The more you read, the more you realize that there is more to be known. In difficult situations, a logical opinion based on your knowledge and the experiences you gain are two facets that will empower you to take prompt and correct decisions. Remember, never stop learning because life never stops teaching. The second important tenet expected from an officer is to be a good leader. Leadership means motivating and convincing the subordinates to act in a particular manner towards achieving an objective. However, unlike corporate leadership, military leaders are expected to take quick decisions in testing conditions of the battlefield and pass decisive orders. Therefore, you will have to create an opinion about yourself so that your subordinates accept you as their leaders, follow you into battle, and sincerely obey your orders. To amplify my point, let me give you an anecdote. Perhaps it may break the monotony of this speech. The year was 1999, and I was posted at Leh and flying helicopters in the Siachen Glacier. The liaison officer of 11 Rajriv that was deployed in the glacier was Captain Hanifuddin. In May 99, the Kargil conflict started. You would have heard about it, but none of you would have been born then. Captain Hanifuddin and his unit had to move to a different sector in the glacier, and a few weeks later, we got the news that he had attained martyrdom while capturing one of our posts occupied by the enemy. The story I narrate is not about Captain Hanifuddin. There were many brave soldiers of the Indian Defense Forces who made the supreme sacrifice during the Kargil conflict. Few months later, I met a Nayak of 11 Rajriv who was a member of the 5-man team along with Captain Hanifuddin when they captured the post. I, as an inquisitive flight lieutenant, asked him about the sequence of events, and what he narrated had an everlasting impact on me. He said, and I quote in Hindi, हम पोस्ट से 800 मीटर दूर पहुंचे, हनीफ साहब ने हमें बताया क्या करना है. वो और जेसीओ साहब आगे गए, पोस्ट पर अटैक किया, पर दुश्मन की फायरिंग में दोनों शहीद हो गए. पर वो हमें बता के गए थे कि अगर वो नहीं होंगे तो हमें क्या करना है. हमने वैसा ही किया और दुश्मन को हटा दिया. It was a simple professional discourse. There was no jingoism, no Maoism, no patriotic glorification by a soldier who had lost 3 of his 5 team members in that operation. The Nayak conveyed a simple message. Captain Hanifuddin was our leader. He made the plan. He gave the orders. He led. He took the first shot. And we did what we were told to do. Cadets, this is military leadership, where your words and actions are followed with utmost sincerity and without doubting the outcome. You cannot let down this unflinching faith that would be reposed on you once you become officers. Therefore, understand the essentials and fundamentals of military leadership. In the words of late Ratan Tata, success is not measured by the position or rank you hold, but by the impact you have on others. Third aspect, inculcate and practice worthy ethos and values as dependable officers and responsible citizens of this beautiful nation. As the famous adage goes, Izzat, Dastur, Wafadari should remain the bywords in your personal conduct every time, everywhere. Izzat means respect. It means honor the deserving. It's your Izzat, your parents' Izzat, this academy's Izzat, your unit's Izzat, and most importantly, this flag's Izzat which is flying in front of you. It's an onerous responsibility that each one of you must discharge to the best of your abilities, and nothing less would be acceptable. Late Major Shaitan Singh, Paramvir Chakra, led the Charlie Company of Kumaon Regiment during the Battle of Rezangla in 1962. Even when outnumbered, he continued to fight, and his famous quote was, "Duty comes first, always and every time." It is this thought process and ethos that separates uniformed personnel from ordinary citizens, wherein you shall be expected to guard and fight for the nation till the last man, last bullet. Dastur and Wafadari means a high standard of character and denotes selflessness and true loyalty to the organization. Remember to always do the right things in life, even if it is a harder right, as the NDA prayer encourages us to do so. The easier wrong will be there, but the choice will always be yours. Lastly, remember that an agile mind has to be supported by a healthy and fit body. The physical training regimes taught to you here must therefore remain a part of your daily life. This imperative emerges from your future mandates, which will include leading your men up steep mountains, spending energy-sapping hours in the narrow confines of an aircraft's cockpit, or maintaining long watches on a ship's bridge or engine room. Under no circumstances can you permit your physical shortcomings to fog your judgment. Cadets of the 150th course will soon join the nearly 40,000 cadets who have passed out of this hallowed quarterdeck on what I stand to be forever known as ex-NDAs. It is a brand that will open many doors for you, but it is also a brand that you must strive to build upon with your personal conduct and competence. Remember, whatever skills you have acquired here is not the end stage. They are merely the foundation on which you have to continue to build in the years, brick by brick, layer by layer. And when this foundation helps you in becoming a good officer, do remember and acknowledge the entire staff here at NDA who helped you in becoming what you are. I wish each and every cadet of the National Defense Academy all the best in their future endeavors and congratulate you for the commendable standards displayed during this parade. Thank you. Jai Hind.
निशान गलत निशान को ले जाओ निशान गलत मत से
Ladies and gentlemen, as the President's colors are being carried off the parade ground, you are requested to rise, and those in uniform will salute at the word of command of the Academy Cadet Captain. Ladies and gentlemen, in a short while, you will witness 3 Su-30 aircrafts approaching the quarterdeck.
The President's Color Award is one of the highest honor that is bestowed upon any military unit. It is also known as Rashtrapati Ka Nishan in Hindi. A special flag known as Nishan is given to the unit as part of the award. Prestigious honor awarded by the President, Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces of India, to Armed Forces unit that has rendered exceptional service to the nation.
अब कैडेट परेड की समाप्ति के लिए अपना अपना स्थान ले रहे हैं। दीक्षांत समारोह का गौरव व गरिमा से पूर्ण अवसर कैडेटों के 3 वर्ष के कठिन परिश्रम का सबसे महत्वपूर्ण दिन है।
The cadets are now forming up in preparation for the culmination of the parade. The cadets of the passing out course will proceed towards the Antim Pug at the quarterdeck. The Antim Pug is marked at the quarterdeck, which symbolizes the passing out of the cadets of the 150th course. Later, when the band will play the lifting tune of Odd Lang Syne, which will take most of you down the memory lane, the junior cadets will go back to the quartermaster's fort away from you, and the cadets of the passing out course will march towards the quarterdeck. The parade will culminate with cadets of the passing out course and the junior courses forming up and marching slow.
Crossing the threshold of the quarter deck enables them to join the galaxy of National Defense Academy alumni. This is a day of mixed sentiments. The joy of success and sorrow of separation stand as a testimony to the firm concepts of discipline and determination which molds them as young leaders.
The passing out parade is a moment of retrospection to see how discipline has shaped our young cadets. Discipline has always been the bedrock of training at the National Defense Academy. As old order changes, yielding place to new, the discipline at the National Defense Academy has been given new directions without changing its basic fabric.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of Odd Lang Syne? These lines are a fitting tribute to the days gone by of lifelong friendships and unbreakable bond between the cadets of the tri-services established at the National Defense Academy during the years of training. The cadets pass out of National Defense Academy for the second lap of their journey in different academies, but with a deep sense of connection between them, developed at their alma mater.
The junior cadets are now marching back towards the quartermaster's fort, while the cadets of the 150th course march towards the quarterdeck. They will step on the quarterdeck, salute the national flag on the mast, and bid farewell to the academy, their home for the past 3 years.
If you look to the left and to the right of the quarterdeck, you'll see cadets manning the Jacob's ladders on the quarterdeck mast. These cadets belong to the first and second term of the academy. They'll cheer the cadets of the passing out course. There'll be a fly past to honor the success of the passing out course as the cadets approach the quarterdeck. We wish the cadets of the 150th course good fortune and glorious years of service to the nation in keeping up with the highest traditions of the academy, living up to its motto, service before self.
सच है विपत्ति जब आती है कायर को ही दहलाती है सूरमा नहीं विचलित होते क्षण एक नहीं धीरज होते गाय को गले लगाते हैं कांटों में राह बनाते हैं शूलों को मूल नसाते हैं पर खुद विपत्ति पर छाते हैं आज 150 कोस के कैडेट्स इसी दृढ़ निश्चय और इन्हीं फौलादी इरादों के साथ जीवन के अगले पड़ाव की ओर बढ़ रहे हैं
It is this discipline and loyalty that the nation is proud of in every volume which are painstakingly developed and engraved here at the National Defense Academy.
The National Defense Academy stands for traditions, built over years of experience with excellence through training and hard work. The culture growing out of traditions has molded every generation of cadets in a uniform pattern.
Ladies and gentlemen, in view of the solemnity of the occasion, we request you to remain seated while the passing out course cadets are in the process of taking formal leave of the academy. You are requested to leave the parade ground only after the reviewing officer and other senior dignitaries have departed.
देवियों और सज्जनों, आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि जब पासिंग आउट कोर्स की कैडेट धीरे चाल से क्वार्टर से गुजरे तब तक न छोड़ें जब तक मुख्य अतिथि प्रस्थान न करें।
Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, whatever it may be, for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstances, I have not wings nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeoning of chance, my head is bloody but unbound. Beyond the space of wrath and tears looms the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds I shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, I charge with violence the speed. I am the master, fate. I am the captain of my soul.
Being an officer means above all being a leader of men. National Defense Academy is the ideal opportunity for young cadets to imbibe important aspects of leadership like courage, stamina, team spirit, physical fitness, mental toughness, and the will to win. This value system is very faithfully upheld by all the cadets of the academy. In fact, they tend to develop a motto which says, winning is not everything, it is the only thing.
If you can keep your head when all about you are looking there and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or be lied about, don't deal in life, hate it, you give way to hate it. And yet, don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master. If you can think and not make thoughts your aim. If you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same. If you can bear to hear the truth he has spoken, twisted by nails to make a trap for fools. All the things you gave your life to, broken, and stoop and build them up with worn out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it in one turn of pitch and toss and lose and start again at your beginnings, never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says hold on. If you can talk with gods and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, not lose the common touch. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much. If we can fill an unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son. Ladies and gentlemen, please look ahead. You will see 330 aircraft approaching the quarter deck, bidding farewell to the passing out course.
And so we bid adieu to the 150 course, wishing them well in their journey ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you just witnessed was a flypast of C-30 aircraft in landing formation, bidding farewell to the passing out course.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Academy Cadet Adjutant and the Academy Cadet Captain are now approaching the quarter deck.
The fragrance in the air of the National Defense Academy is enough to raise a storm of nostalgia in the minds of not only its alumni, but also those who've had a sojourn here. The passing out parade is thus not the end, but a beginning.
Ladies and gentlemen, all guests are kindly requested not to enter the parade ground.